All right, Shalom. It's the brother Barzal from Great Millstone, Atlanta. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemal Shabbat, Shemar Kakodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, out there pushing the word of sincerity and in truth. And this is going to be the second part on the points that I was making on how spirits are contagious. I was doing it in transit and my phone actually cut off, but through the spirit, I'm gonna pick back up on it. Like I was saying in the first video, spirits are contagious on a positive and a negative level. Us brothers that's doing the work of the Lord, pushing this word, it's a lot of people that attach and that get, touched by the bug of this truth, so to speak. And when the word, touches them, the spirit of the Lord rests upon them, and they follow up with doing the work also. It's a each one teach one thing. And we got to keep ourselves in company, as it is written in Second Ezra, keep like unto men unto thee. Why? Because if you're amongst men of the same fold, same mindset, then they're gonna keep you in lines and it grips and consistent with the spirit of the Lord. But if you push out of that, or if you're actually amongst other spirits, then you can be infected, And I have the definition of contagious right here, because like I said, there's a positive and a negative contagious, and we always think about the disease outbreak of something that's contagious, but it says of a disease spread from one person or organism to another by direct or indirect contact of, and number two, of an emotion, feeling, or attitude likely to spread and affect others. See, her enthusiasm is contagious, right? So enthusiasm can be a contagious trait. When certain people actually speak on podiums and things of that nature, they speak to what? To excite and inspire the minds and the spirits of people, and let me see, get the root word of that term contagion, Lord willing. It goes to the Latin to touch together, con together with the base of tangere, to touch, right? So the first thing that pops up in when I think about that is in the book of Matthew, when that woman was sick, and what's the first thing that she wanted to do to receive healing? Touch the hem of Yahushua's garment. And when she touched the garment, her faith basically got her healed. You see? So she was looking to be she was already infected by a certain disease that spread through her body, and she was looking to touch a holy man in order to have that holy vibration spread to her vessel and expel the demons that was on her, and of course in these times now we don't have that physical power. If it's in the Lord's will, we receive it, but we have that power on a low level, through the words that we speak. Scripture says we have power to cast out demons, and how do you cast out demons? By overcoming them through staying in the knowledge of Yahweh Shemal Shah, through rebukes, counsels, and things of that nature. And those are the things that's going to keep you clean and keep your spirit pure, so that you can stay in the house of the Lord. And of course, you're gonna be amongst individuals of perverse nature. We work these jobs. We're in these different locations that's totally infested with niggerism, so to speak, totally contaminated with wickedness. And we have to, to the best of our ability, keep ourselves holy. The word holy goes back to the Hebrew word kodash, which means separate. All right, so this is 1 Timothy 4:16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. And if you think about this, this is a contagious trait. All right, because if you're doing the work in the will of Yahweh Shemal Shah, taking heed unto the counsel, the doctrine, continuously practicing the ministry, people that solely hear the voice of what you're actually speaking about, they'll be contaminated on a positive level. and they'll be touched, like it says, by the words that you're speaking. Like as most people say, you touched me. The words really touch me. That's spiritual. You know, you'll be touched by the words, and those words will actually affect those individuals, and they will be actually awakened and brought unto the knowledge. Because this world is fully filthy, man. All of us have walked in the ways of sin, as it is written in Titus, if I'm not mistaken, the second chapter. It says, "For we were once foolish." We walked to the course and the rudiments of the world and the ways of wickedness, but the Lord, He through His mercy, had it where we could actually enter into this Word, and it's all about staying in it and keeping company with the souls of the righteous. Proverbs 13:20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Right. So if you're amongst wise men, the byproduct of being amongst greatness is greatness. If you're amongst it don't matter what specific arena you're in. If you're amongst businessmen and communication is always about investing in stocks and money, then more than likely by default you're going to be a money maker. You're going to be an earner. If you're amongst thieves and criminals, that spirit is going to secondhand jump on you. That's where you have most people speak about secondhand. And they say secondhand is actually more dangerous than firsthand, dealing with smoking tobacco and things of that nature. So that's the power of actually being amongst a certain vibration, indirectly or directly contracting it. And that's why it says, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. The word company, which I'll get it in the Hebrew, ra'ai, which is to pasture, to tend, to graze. Yeah, to eat amongst. Because when you're actually keeping company, you're eating with them. All right. And it's whether it's actually physical food or association. Because when you're communicating with some people, individuals, that's a form of eating. All right. You're taking the knowledge that they are passing out, and you're lodging it in your vessel. All right. That's why it's, as the saying goes, food for thought. And the word, like I said, company goes into with panera, comes with pan is pani is panera, which means bread, to break bread with. So we have to keep ourselves in the spirit of the Lord and break bread with brothers of the same ilk, so that we don't be contaminated and infected by these wicked individuals. This is Proverbs 7:4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman. All right, so it's always about being kept under the umbrella or the shadow of this knowledge, so that you could stay away from and not get contaminated by the strange woman, the foreign woman. That woman represents philosophy's deception, and that spirit is mainly on people. Most people are philosophers. They house the spirit of philosophy and wicked and perverse thoughts. So you have to keep yourself amongst the wisdom, knowledge, and Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, so you can stay away from this. It says, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. All right, and these words can be flattering, but what's the first thing that happens? You'll get infected. You'll catch a disease, or illness, and diseases, ailments, and infirmities. They don't fully destroy your body overnight. It's a time and time thing. That's why when you first get infected by a disease, it has to process, it has to duplicate, and then it's eventually becomes a stronghold, which the scriptures speak about. How certain spirits are strongholds because they hold strong on you, and the only way to overcome it is by actually tapping and getting more addicted to another spirit that can overthrow that. And what's the addiction that we're supposed to be involved in? The addiction of this ministry. All right, so this is just something I wanted to go into. This is the second part, just to fully drive it home on the spirit of contagiousness, how spirits are extremely contagious on a positive and negative level, and we have to stay amongst the positive so that we won't be caught from the wind or the streams of wickedness. All right, so I want to end it by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shemar, Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Akim.